Howdy y'all, happy Thanksgiving. This is my lucky day. This is a 1968 Norton Commando 750. First year of the Commando. 1 up, 4 down, 1 up, 3 down. Right side shift. I drove a Commando the other day and I just killed it. And I just kick-started it. Anyway, I drove a Commando the other day. That was a, I think that was a 72. Oh, this is a treat. This is a treat. Let's see if the brakes work. Yes, the brakes do work. If y'all are in the market for a new or used classic British bike, Triumph, Royal Enfield of any type, get yourself down here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Or go to BaxterCycle.com and talk to Randy. Tell him Fuzzy Biker sent you. This bike has brakes, by the way. What a grin. So this has got drum brakes, including a really cool dual leading shoe front drum brake. One of my favorite looking brakes. Wow, this is nice. This is very nice. I'm itching to take this out on the highway. When we get it back, we're going to reset the idle. Boy, this is a treat. It'll spin the tire on gravel. Oh. So these were Bike of the Year from 68 to 73 or something like that for various different magazines. Introduced in the end of 67 as a 68 model. That's what this year is. This is a 68 model. It's got the Fastback tail. I call it a speed tail or a boat tail. Just a really neat looking motorcycle. I've been begging to ride this one forever. I don't know if begging's the right word. Yes, begging's the right word. And today, just out of the blue, I showed up and they ran out to where it was and made the offer. So we know when something like that comes by, you just got to say yes, whatever the situation is. And here we are right now. But what a beautiful machine, huh? What an absolutely beautiful machine. I love it. Look at that. Look at that. Just shifters backwards, 1 up, 3 down. Oh, it handles exquisitely. I love the handling. This is a beauty. No one behind us. Let's see if we can do the spin test here. If you're in the market for a new or used, hey, wrong set of words here. If you ever make yourself over here to Marnie, get yourself over here to the Derailed Grill right there. Try the biker burger with a side of Wahoo. And there is Randy right there in front of us right now, Randy Baxter. I'm not sure what he's riding. What a motorcycle day. This is the day before Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Look at that hot rod he's on. Let's see if we can make that out. Hey, that's an old Norton. Beautiful. Hey, that's just like this. Oh, what a treat. What a treat. Hey, let's see if we can catch him. I love the way this thing sits. Handling is superb. I just love the way it feels. It's got those barrel grips on the handlebars. I think this was the first year of the ISO, whatever, isometer, axometric mounting system for the engine. The whole engine floats on rubber, including the exhaust pipes, by the way. He was showing me that a minute ago. It's really quite a motorcycle. He was showing me the predecessor to this, which is called an Atlas, 750 Atlas, Norton 750 Atlas, a motorcycle that we are going to drive at some point. And I was quite impressed with it. And this is the this is the race bike version of that bike. I just noticed my speedometer doesn't work. Of course, he doesn't have a mirror, so we're gonna stay out of his way. Yeah, he's on a Norton, all right. Holy cow, is this fun! Oh my gosh, this is a hoot. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We'll go over the specs when we get back, or what little specs I have. Like I said, I wasn't ready for this. I showed up and made the offer, and here we are. I think we're in 4th gear. It's a 4-speed, very smooth, just very smooth. I'm absolutely impressed with that. I'd heard that for years, that these Nortons with that mounting system were incredibly smooth. I believe that's true. I think you could ride this across the country the way this is set up. Even the handlebars are smooth. I mean, every bit of it. The feet, foot pegs, the seat. Wow, what an impressive machine. This will be at the Mecum auction in January 2024 in Las Vegas. This particular motorcycle. And she is a beauty, by the way, if I haven't said that already. I've been looking at this bike for every time I went in the showroom. You know, they got that magic back room at Baxter. It's full of classic British bikes, vintage British bikes of all types. And this is one of the bikes that actually stood out to me every single time, you know. What a beautiful machine. There is Interstate 80. There we go. 80 West, Council Bluffs. I don't have mirrors, so we're going to do a wide turn here. Baxter Cycle is 3 miles south of Interstate 80. Exit 51, Interstate 80 in western Iowa. Oh, what a dream. I can't even begin to tell you how good this thing sounds. That should be 4th gear. Very smooth shifting. It's got CWC rims on it. Stainless steel spokes, I'm sure. I'm not sure what they've done to everything. I know they redid the gas tank on the inside. Beautiful colors. It's got absolutely gorgeous blue. The tuning is impeccable. I mean, listen to that motor. It hasn't skipped a beat once. Twin carburetors. I'm going to guess concentric. We'll take a look when we get to the shop. You know, this is the first year of the tilted motor. They tipped the whole motor forward. I'm guessing because the look, of course, is extra good, but the isometric mounting system apparently required that to happen, and it just became part of the Norton look. Boy, this is a real privilege. You know, I scooted back on the seat a little bit, and it just really performed so well. One of the neat things about how these bikes run or handle is they feel inherently unstable. Their primary stability is excellent. Their secondary stability is kind of wobbly. And what that does is that gives you the opportunity to control the bike. The bike will go where you want it to go a little quicker. We're tacking about 4.5. Isn't that just a beautiful view right there in front of us? The classic gauges, the chrome headlight, the switches. You can even see me in the headlight. Chrome handlebars. The choke over here, of course. Over here we've got a horn. What a beautiful thing. What an absolutely beautiful machine. I'm so impressed. Telescoping forks in the front. Normal shocks in the back. Okay, now that I've slowed down, I can feel a little bit of the vibration. But boy, going down the road, it was just a dream. Absolutely smooth. I am so impressed with how these things work. I got asked the other day how this compares to a Triumph. I think the big thing would be, it's smoother. It's just simply smoother. I drove that 1970 TR6 the other day, and I'd say this is definitely smoother. Hey, here we are at Baxter Cycle. If you're in the market for a new or used classic British bike such as this one, Royal Enfield, Triumph, need parts, accessories, doodads, thingamajigs, apparel, clothing, bags, parts, I already said parts, anything at all, books, advice, get yourself down here to Baxter Cycle in Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Those guys can help you out. Let them know that Fuzzy Biker sent you. Wahoo! All right, y'all, here we are at the Magic Shop area of the Baxter Cycle, the classic motorcycle area. Check it out. 750 Norton, 68. I don't know what that is. It's an aerial, of course, square 4. Check that out. Look at these little indents on the tank here that are chromed down here. Just an absolutely beautiful motorcycle. I begged to ride this, but it's a customer bike, so not going to happen. Plunger shock on the rear. Just a beautiful machine. Look at that thing. Isn't that just gorgeous, gorgeous? Running over here. This is an A65. I noticed just now that the push rods come through the center of the engine instead of push rod tubes for the valve train. You know, the cam's down here somewhere. There's the points. But it's just amazing. Over here to this way, they're working on this Henderson. I have not come over and look at this yet, but looks like they got this all. And over here's another A65. He just told me what model it was. Lightning, that's what it was. 650 Lightning Z-Power, it says. What a beautiful thing. We'll ride one of these again. But jumping back over here. So, 68, first year of the 750 Commando. It's got the Fastback tail, or boat tail, or speed tail, whatever, that's what I like to call it. It's an air-cooled engine. They tilted it forward. It's got the ISO mounting systems for the engine. There's the front one you can see. The back one, I can't see it, but the whole engine's supposed to be rubber isolated at every point, including where the mufflers are, right there. Those little rubber things, and going down the road, it was incredibly smooth, especially at speed. Things to look at that are really cool. These big castings, where the foot pegs are attached. Here's the micro switch, or what was a micro switch back then for the brake light. That little doodad right there. And so lever, pivot point, cable over here to a half shoe drum brake on the back. Check that out. Isn't that neat? I know I'm obsessed with rear brakes or something for some reason. Back foot peg, ISO mounts, rubber mounts for the. These are what they call pea shooters for Nortons. The central bolt is to suck this thing on. There's no perimeter bolts to hold the primary cover on. And of course the engine. The bent intake tubes, when they lean the motor forward, the carburetor jetted up into the tank area. So they had to put these bent intake tubes on to get the carburetors back in the right position. Look how big that air filter is. I'm not sure what's behind that. Probably a toolkit. To get the seat off, you loosen this. And this, and the seat kind of just pops right off. That feels like fiberglass. So does that. Just a real pretty thing, isn't it? Riding these things, I always appreciate these barrel-shaped grips. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, isn't it? Dual tube down frame. Absolute art, just pure art. When I see this is very organic. You know, modern, they talk about CAD and computer designs, and this is none of that. This is organic. This is not even analog. Analog's a nice word too, but I think organic because this comes right from the brain. Right from the, that's hot, by the way. Right from the brain. You know, this was somebody drew it on a piece of paper with a pencil and put the whole thing together. And what a beautiful machine. Isn't that just gorgeous? Anyway, my friends, if you're in the market for something like this, get yourself over to BaxterCycle.com. Ask for Randy. Tell him Fuzzy Biker sent you. Life is good. Get yourselves out there and ride. Wahoo! That's beautiful. Art, art, art. Beautiful machine. Gear indicator right here. 1 up, 3 down, of course. Clutch right there. Kickstart only. Tack drive right there. Protector for the heat for the pipe. Big old air filter. Oil tank right there.